metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always butcherous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing wranglers, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy. Becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us home, to bring us home.
Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do. Oh, wait, I'm not recording, I'm streaming. I'm setting up the stream now. I was just playing music written by myself, sung by my brother Sean Hills, on our new joint album, Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills. You might have seen I've got a commercial online where I'm dressed as a doctor. And you might be like, Joe, why would you have a commercial where you're dressed as a doctor? Well, you know what? We got a lot of questions, and we're going to answer some of them this episode. Let's go ahead and start the recording of this episode. For those of you guys who have never come to one of my streams before, just so you know, hey, this isn't Game of Thrones. I'm about to get into that whole thing. Okay. We are outside this castle because this is not Game of Thrones night. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the recording, and I will get into that gentle anecdote. Let's go ahead. Where's the best angle for this castle? I don't know if I want those stages back there in the shop. You know what? Maybe they're okay. How now, brown cow? Unique New York. An angry man. There's my story. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hit it. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Look at this beautiful castle. It's amazing. It reminds me of Game of Thrones. You know what also reminds me of Game of Thrones? When I don't have my computer set up at the studio because there was supposed to be a Game of Thrones watch party for the first episode of the season there tonight. And I got there, and it turns out, apparently, Game of Thrones doesn't start today. It starts a different day. So, anyway, if this sounds a little different, it's because I'm recording out of my studio in my apartment, which is basically just a corner instead of my studio in my studio space, which is acoustically treated and superior in every way. But anyway, let's go ahead and carry through. Why is this? Did the stream die? Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Why is this not going? What is up with this? Activity monitor. Something else using a ton of streaming at 165 kilobits a second. You guys can hear me, but like it seems like whenever I move around, it's not actually catching up. It's supposed to be broadcasting. It should be broadcasting like at higher bandwidth than it's using. It's currently using no bandwidth when it should be using literally any. For no reason. Okay. Well, why would this... we should have good enough internet here that this isn't a problem. Huh. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try turning the Wi-Fi on. And we're going to pull the Ethernet cable. Assuming I can figure out which one that is. Dang it, that's a bad way to do that. Bad way to find that out. I should mute this mic before I slam into it. Test, test, test. Streaming directly to YouTube. Test, test, test. Okay, I have no idea what is going on. Maybe Restream.io is broken. Hey guys, I'm trying to make this work. I'm sorry it's not working. You guys can hear me? Thank you, Shelby. I'm glad you can hear me. Yay, it's Lacey here. MC can hear me. Okay, so let's go try and reconnect. Maybe something's happening with Hermitcraft and it's just killing my connection somehow. Because it seems to be good on the whole. But anyway. Start recording. Okay, the sun is setting, so we better flee before mobs start spawning. And away we go. That 167 kilobits a second is making me think that you guys aren't... Is the Hermitcraft server, like, DDoSing me when I connect to it? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try disconnecting from the Hermitcraft server real quick. We're going to try disconnecting from the Hermitcraft server, and we're going to see if it gets better. Huh. If we go to single player here, we just go to one of these worlds. Test, test, test. Okay, is this working? It looks like it's not working. But I don't know why it wouldn't be working. Why am I dropping so many frames? Is my GPU just not being able to keep up? Okay, we're going to stop the stream again. Okay, test, 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 test. Okay, is this working now? No, please work. Why is it not working? Okay. I feel like I don't ask for much. Why would this be failing so miserably? We're just dropping so many frames. Stop streaming. Okay. Is this working now? If this works, if it keeps working, we're just going to go with it. If it doesn't keep working, we're going to restart my router. Yeah, we're going to restart the router if this doesn't keep working. But it looks like it's working for right now. That seems like a good thing. Is this a good thing, everybody? Is this a good thing? It seems like it's... Oh, there's dolphin here, even though this is the old Hermitcraft. That's crazy. It didn't occur to me that new fish and stuff would spawn in around Biff's bowl. That's, I guess, the circle of life. Okay, great. I dropped it to 30 frames a second. I switched back to the wired internet. Let's see if we can connect to Hermitcraft without having it kill us. Maybe we just turn down the number of chunks that we load in Hermitcraft. I've only got it on 16 though, but like let's drop it down to 12. Maybe that'll decrease the amount of network traffic we're doing. Okay. In theory, this is all working now. I don't like recording at 30 frames a second, but, you know, we do what we have to. Okay. Why am I on VSync? I don't know what that is. So, I think part of the problem is my OBS is... My OBS is refusing to actually limit the frame rate for some reason. What were you saying about VSync? Does that matter? Where is max frame rate? I just put this on 60, I guess. I guess we're only playing at 30, so let's limit it to 30. Is that what we're doing? I had it on unlimited, I thought. Okay, well, that should be fine. I don't think that's what's causing our problems. What we're doing tonight is we're just trying to get the computer to work, basically. We're going to maybe try to make an episode. But, like, Corvid, my tools are fine. Other than all the ones I use to stream and record. Which are apparently dying slowly. Okay, let's try and record that whole intro again. Let's hit start recording, and hopefully the thing will keep working this time. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, you are the live studio audience for a Hermitcraft recording here. 1, 2, 3. Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, we're looking at a castle! Woo! What a pretty castle. You know, it's always nice to see the work people put into architecture on this server. You know, does this castle have like a front door? I guess they usually kind of try to conceal those in case you get attacked, you know, like by zombies or ice monsters, like in that Game of Thrones show. I was actually supposed to be at a Game of Thrones watch party today for the opening of the new season of Game of Thrones, but when I got there, it turned out that it was not today. It's apparently next week. So I went home, and now we are making a Hermitcraft episode recorded at 30 frames a second in my apartment because the studio space was going to be set aside for that Game of Thrones party, which, whatever, it's fine. We'll watch it next week. But anyway, here we are on Hermitcraft. Oh, why does this keep happening? But okay, I'm gonna go reset the router.